Oh,
yeah.
I think we might have got it this time. Showing excellent connection. It is live. Let's switch it over. All right. We are streaming. Oh, and it was a smooth transition. Here we are. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it.
Roger Dodger.
Oh, and it's a beautiful stream. We did it. All right. We're here to talk about fatherhood. Not being a father yet. Whatever the hell we feel like, and drink some whiskey and have a nice chat. Hi, everybody.
Oh, man.
I was just getting the water out of there. Got the ice. I'm going to do some of my contradiction rye. Gonna have some of that today.
Oh, we didn't.
We never opened up the other bottle,
never
so.
opened it. Yeah, get that. I'm doing my Old Faithful here. It's going to be my Woodford Reserve Double Oak.
Oh, that Woodford.
Yeah.
That Woodford's fire.
Oh, yes. Now, do you want your real name out there for everybody? Or you want to go by your screen name?
You can do both. Whatever.
All right. This is Ellis, good friend, and he's got a Discord name. Whatever, it's there. His name's Ellis.
The government Ellis, nickname Pito.
Pito, yep.
The fact is, though, so basically, Ellis is going to be third judge today. Basically, he's happily in a relationship, but he does not have children, and we are looking at fatherhood in 2024 and trying to figure out, in reality, who's got the better hand here. Like, when you look at society now and you look at everything that's going on, like, who has the better hand? Is it the guy? Is it the single guys? Is it the guys in healthy relationships with kids, or the guys in healthy relationships without kids? And this is not about, this isn't a ethics thing. It's not about whether you're Asian, Latin, African American, or African or Caucasian, whatever. And so it's just about man being a man in general. Like, do you feel like you have the best perspective and the best opportunities in today's society as a father, or not being a father? That's really what the question is. And in my personal opinion, I feel like having children helps you as a man develop into a better man.
Yes.
That's how I feel. And there are people who have argued with me on that subject. They feel like, they're the best they've ever been, and they don't have children and this and that. But I feel like, and this is my standpoint on it. I feel like when you don't have someone or something that you are responsible for, that you have to be selfless for, it keeps you kind of in a box. You don't really grow to the full potential that you can, because you don't have to think about anybody else.
It's like being level 49 forever, and all of a sudden you unlock level 50, and it's like God mode. Like, exactly. I have true responsibility and empathy, and all these other things come flooding in that you never thought or wanted in your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy out there, 50. Ellis. It's crazy.
That level 50, I think it's more of it's a blessing, is what I hear all the time.
That might be pushing a little bit, because that's what I heard a lot too. But I don't feel like it's it depends on what you consider a blessing, right? Because it's like having a child, going through the process, and them being healthy, arriving, and everything is good, no issues, there was no complications. That's a blessing. You see what I'm saying? But everything that you do after that is hard work, bro. It's hard work. You see what I'm saying? So when they be like, "Oh, children are a blessing," I'm like, are they though?
Sure.
I feel like
misery needs company.
I feel like they're a test to see whether or not you're going to really achieve that next level or not, you know? So,
The one thing
Oh,
that I'll be
Susan.
jealous of.
Speaking of children, I forgot. Susan, you gotta get out. Shut the door, please. Thank you. Love you. We're gonna be talking grown-up things. I don't need you in here for what I'm about to say. I'm not gonna say anything crazy. I just didn't want the distraction.
well,
But
that
again,
and some
part of being a
conversations
father.
she's not ready for yet.
Yeah, she's not ready for a lot of stuff. She's 11. There's a lot of things that are promoted in certain areas, like the what we're streaming on, that she shouldn't be watching.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I think that's another thing too. Society is exposing way too much too soon. Like kids have access to way too much too soon now.
Depending where you're at,
That doesn't matter where you're at.
is is what I've noticed.
Well, how do you
Is what
mean
I've
where
noticed.
you're at?
So like I was raised in New York City. So I was taking the public transportation to school. I think it was like 3 miles from my house, and I was taking public transportation when I was like I think 10 years, starting at 10 years old, maybe less than that.
Okay.
And there was nothing wrong with that. Now you put a 13-year-old on public transportation, you're as a parent that I've
Oh,
seen because I'm not a parent
you're gonna
myself,
be crucified.
they're going crazy.
Yeah.
So it was a normality when I grew up taking
Well, you
public transportation, and they didn't
have
think anything about it. I mean, it was still the same thing too. Like I can still get kidnapped. I mean, I'm not
yeah.
worth much.
Right.
Have you heard of the term a lock key kid?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so when I was growing up, it wasn't a term then. It's a term now. I would have a key to my house, and I would be trusted because my parents didn't get off till like 4 hours after I got off of school. I'd go unlock the door, let all of us kids in, and watch over the rest of my family until my parents got home. It was a lock key. It's something like that. I forget the exact
Lucky
term.
you.
But
Yeah, that was the same thing.
they we didn't have to worry about all the crap that went on nowadays. It's that, and I think because honestly, the biggest problem, and this is what I wanted to get to with what you were talking about earlier, the difference is these phones.
Yup.
Everybody has these. Everybody has no innocence anymore because of this right here. The questions that my 11-year-old asks me, I didn't even know existed until into my 20s. And
Yup.
it's a detriment to society. And she doesn't have a phone. I won't let her have a phone. But she's on Discord and she has friends at school that has phones. And so unless I homeschool her and turn into an Amish, that is what it is.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is like you can filter so much out of their lives personally, but the minute they go to school or they get around other kids or anything like that, and those kids have access to those things, now they automatically have access to those things, you know? So it's like, again, you can only do so much as a parent, but the minute that they leave that space and
Yep.
they're around other individuals, they're outside of the controlled zone, right? Then you no longer can control what they have access to or what they are um, presented with.
Yeah.
So
So
it
aside from
makes it
that
difficult.
struggle and difficulty of trying to raise and rear your child in the classical sense, not the new modern age of rearing, but in the classical sense of raising them right, it's a lot more difficult than it used to be. You know, a lot of us aren't as big a churchgoers as we were raised to believe. I was raised very religiously, and I don't do any of that stuff anymore. So, trying to bring up a child in a nuclear type family with good, strong family structures without that community can be tricky. But even with all the modern things plugged into it, it's just an endless mind fuck of stupid. It gets really hard out there.
I mean, yeah, yeah, I
Well,
agree
that
with
and trying to explain it to an 11-year-old that she doesn't need to know what certain things mean in certain areas of life. You don't need to worry about that. You're 11. Go play Roblox. But
Yeah.
then I look over when she's playing Roblox and there's a giant fucking pride flag across the screen, and it's like, okay, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
We got to put it in everything?
Yeah.
We can't have one thing that it's not in?
Well, I mean, again, that's why I say like you have to you're kind of forced to have the conversations with them because
Which,
now you can't. It's like you literally can't
yeah.
hide them from it.
And
You
that's
know?
not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but there has to be a way to make it age restrictive. Because everything on her computer is age restrictive. Everything. So it's like,
There's a will, there's a way. But I mean,
yeah.
doesn't
And I'm not against any of these people. I'm not. But I don't want my 11-year-old being misled into something that she doesn't know what she is yet. That's my
Yeah.
only thing.
what's forced information, I guess. I would say
Yeah.
like information is there. Doesn't matter if we try to hide it or not.
There's a way.
The
Yeah.
information is there to find it. We
Yep.
didn't have that growing up. Like we
No, not at all.
learned through word of mouth or just experience. Now it's if you're curious, like you said, this
Yeah.
thing right here.
Hey
Yep.
Google.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember. I mean, dude, am I the oldest one here?
I'm gonna say
No,
I'm
no,
gonna go with
Reese, you're
yeah.
older
Just
than
give it to
me.
you.
No,
No.
I think no. Actually, I think Pito is. Yeah, I think
42.
he's 42. He's a year.
Oh.
He's a couple of months older than me. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Well, then we're all right at that right age, or same
Yeah.
close age
81,
anyway.
82, 83.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Boom. So, okay. So you grew up in New York. I grew up. My formative years of figuring out who I was were in Utah and Arizona in small towns.
Oh,
Yeah. So I had a much
Whoa.
different upbringing than you did.
Yeah. You did.
But
Yeah.
so
Oh, I heard
if you
about
like
Utah.
the color tan, then Utah and Arizona are for you.
Oh. Oh.
They're great places, don't get me wrong. Very scenic, very beautiful, great people. A great place to raise a family. They really are. But they don't exactly embrace you for coast culture, as I like to put it. And I would consider Atlanta to be a coastal culture. Just all the people and diversity, not necessarily diversity, the amount of people and how much stuff is thrown at you from every aspect of life.
Yeah.
Because I would consider Detroit a coastal city, even though it's in the heartland, but it's on a coast. You know, there's multiple ways of looking at it. I can't even really. Maybe St. Louis would be a coastal city without having a coast, or Pittsburgh, maybe.
Yeah.
It's really just cities, but whatever.
I mean, I
digress.
think no matter what city you're in, as long as you have a mixture of people, you're going to have a mixture of cultures and different personalities and backgrounds. And that's a that to me is a healthier environment because you can learn so much more from everybody around you, right?
That is
Like
good.
that's one of the good things about it. Like that's one of the good things I loved about growing up in Miami. Like I had multiple cultures around me all the time, right? But I still think it's important to travel
Oh,
outside of that
yes.
space, travel to other places, travel to other states and countries, and all of this because then you get to see how those people are as a collective,
Yeah.
not just one or two. Because normally, if they're where you are, they're also taking on the culture of the other people that are there as well. So you're not
Yeah.
getting them at their purest form. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like you want to get to know people in their purest form. Like I love my Puerto Rican brothers and my Dominican brothers and my Cuban brothers, right? I grew up around them. I also grew up around Bahamians and Haitians and Jamaicans. You know what I'm saying? All of these different people.
Yeah.
Um, but it's like I got pieces of everything. I never got the full perspective of everything, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like you want to get to know them, get to know all of these people completely, and then you can take what you love about that and absorb it within yourself, right? And respect it and appreciate it and glorify it, right? But you still don't ever want to lose the sense of who you are, right?
Yeah,
And I
and your
think that's
family and how you were raised. Yeah.
exactly. And I think that's another issue that we have in today's time where these kids are absorbing so many different things from so many different types of people before they actually figure out who they are,
Yeah.
before they identify for themselves who I am, what I believe, what I understand, who I want to be, what I want
Yep.
to put out into the world, right? They've already got this melting pot of Kool-Aid that's being poured down their throat before they even
And none of it has to do with Jesus.
before, before they even figure out who they are, man. And it's like let these kids figure out who they are first, and then they can decide on what they want to be and who they want to represent them, who they want to represent or what they want to represent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When did you figure it out then? And
Me,
I'm only asking because I have a rebuttal to that.
bro, I honestly I didn't figure out who I was and who what version of myself I wanted to be till I was until I was in my 30s, honestly.
I was in my early 20s
You know?
because I
So
was I
that was gonna be my rebuttal on that part. Because it's
Yeah.
like if we're talking about we don't like again, I don't have a kid, but I can relate to that. So we're like,
you
I'm
put
a product
through your own experience. Yeah.
I'm a melting pot. I'm a melting pot of all my friends, cultures, and I became that. And then into my 30s, I didn't realize this is who I am because I hated being Puerto Rican, to be honest, because we've had a bad stigma. Puerto
Honestly, I thought
Rican
you were
male from New
Irish.
York, all the time. I don't say nothing. In the beginning, that's how I was. I kept my mouth shut. People assumed I was Irish. I'm like, cool, that's gonna be my way in. And then once I get in, I get in. But I hated it, like because I
I
was
didn't really
always
think you were
under a
Irish. I was just being an
stigma.
ass.
Damn it. I had it. I thought I did have it too. I'm wearing green and everything too to try to
Okay.
emphasize the Irishness.
Look at me. I am part actually Irish. uh,
Oh my God.
Oh man.
so,
But yeah,
but okay. So you've
that
been.
was me.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was just me.
Okay,
So
but
I
you've
think
been
that
in.
when it comes to your kids, let them. That's my opinion
They're
or
gonna have
my.
a completely different upbringing than I did, and I can't use my upbringing to
Mhm.
how I'm gonna base my fatherhood. I know that. I have a very unique upbringing compared to most because I'm gonna assume that you've been in New York most of your life, at least your uh, upbringing. You were in New York.
Yep. Till I till senior year of high school, and then I went to Florida.
Okay, and then Reese, you've been in the Atlanta area pretty much
I've been in
always.
Atlanta since
Oh, sorry,
2000.
you said Miami earlier. My bad.
Yeah, I left Miami in 2009 and 2007.
But you figured out who you
One of
were
them.
down in Miami.
No,
Oh,
I did not find myself. I did not discover myself, create me,
okay.
who I am to this day. I did not find that person until my 30s, literally. I was
Until
on
you were
I was
in Georgia.
I was here in Georgia. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, a little bit about me. I've shared this. I don't know if it's been on the podcast. I think I've shared it with Reese, at least in private. But before I moved out of my parents' house at the age of 18, we lived in 19 different cities in 19 different houses in 4 different states all over the West. So I was born in California and then mostly Utah, a little bit of Arizona, a little bit of Washington. Moved all over the place. So I can make friends like that. It's not a problem. I can talk to people. I have no problem introducing myself. I'm definitely an extrovert. Not introverted
Mhm.
at all. Could talk to anybody. Problem with that is I don't have any long-term friends to speak of at all whatsoever. It wasn't until my late 30s or mid 30s into I'm 41 to now that I'm able to develop long-term friendships because I've made that a point to actually like stay in touch with people.
Hmm.
It wasn't ever ingrained in me from my parental side. And they don't really have long-term friends other than family to speak of. And, well, Reese knows this. I don't really talk to my family that much. There's a lot of them. Don't talk to many of them. But
Yeah.
that also boils down to being a father and how you want to raise your child. And I don't want her to be estranged from my family because, for the most part, they're good people. But there's a reason I don't live in Arizona anymore. That's where most of my family is. That was a conscious decision. So take that as it is. I don't want to give too much away here because they might watch this. And I love you all. Don't get me wrong. I love you all. But there's a reason I live out here. Anyway.
I think I don't think there's anything wrong with that because the other side of that is when you are constantly around your family, right? You aren't able to ingrain in your children the the values and the morals that you want to ingrain in them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's just like social media and everything else. They are constantly being fed everybody else's opinions and ideas and
Yep.
what they think they should be, and this is how you need to be because oh, this is how your dad used to be, and like so you need to. I mean, to go back to the verses, man, a man should marry, should up and move away from his family and with his wife and his children. It is your job to get up, go somewhere else, build your family, build your foundation, build your structure, ingrain those morals, ingrain those values, and learn all of those lessons. And then if you decide to go back to that tribe, you bring back all of that knowledge that you gained from wherever you went,
Yeah.
and you bring that extra knowledge and wisdom back to the tribe. So now there's more information being brought into the tribe versus only the information that's in the tribe being taught and nothing extra is coming in. It's just the same old rhetoric all the time. You see what I'm saying?
What
Like,
we
Yeah.
have here.
And
exactly,
that makes it diverse, which is a
exactly.
good thing. You want all the different aspects of everyone's upbringing and culture
Yeah,
cuz dude, I can like pinpoint it in my life like till I moved out of my parents' house, it was one way and one thing and one boring no salt, no pepper bullshit, and then after that, it was like, "Ooh, this is what acid is."
Wow. Wow. That was a hard life.
oh
Oh,
my
it was
god.
crazy. Dude, as soon as I moved out, I was like, "Wait, people feel this way?" Like I auditioned, I almost sent in, I recorded an audition tape to go on The Real World, okay?
Oh, me too.
I recorded a tape. I never sent it in. I recorded a tape and
I said,
I had all those little key points in there so that I could go on there and just like totally be like, "You guys are all stupid. Bleh, I hate my family. They didn't teach me anything," which they really didn't. They just wanted me be a good little Mormon boy. But I didn't know anything about life in the actual world that everyone else exists in until I got out of that house.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying, man. It's like it's the same thing. Like when I say like if you never leave your neighborhood, all you know is your neighborhood and the politics of your neighborhood, the people
Yeah.
in your neighborhood, right? That's it. Like go to the next neighborhood and then go to the next block, then go to the next county, right?
Yep.
Like just keep taking those steps so that you can slowly and gradually start to learn more and more and more outside of that one little bubble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that important. And it's like in like the phone, the Google, like social media, the news, they allow that to happen while you're sitting on your sofa. But the problem is you get all of the negative. You never get the
It, it, it's
positive.
it's keynotes of negativity because that's what sells.
Yeah. Yeah. So then
And
you have
unless you seek out people that are in the positive light that have managed to break through to the popular spectrum where the algorithm feeds it to you and then latch on and be like, "Okay, this is a good
mhm,
one. I'll watch this and I'll watch this guy over here." It's really hard to navigate without any prior experience what to let feed into your psyche.
Yeah. Sorry, it's beating on my ice real quick.
We didn't hear it. It's all good.
Oh.
But don't worry. We never mind. That was a bad joke.
Stop.
Continue.
Stop.
Continue. Continue.
Stop. I already know where you're going. No, sir. No, sir.
Look, this is the judgment-free zone, bro. We're not telling you what you can and cannot be. That's your business, bro.
No,
I
sir.
can't help myself. I caught myself before I said something too dumb. Don't worry about it.
No, I was there with you, man. I was. Either
just-
you were gonna take the shot or I was.
Just remember, this is live. You cannot edit it out later.
No. Well, not that we have edited anything from this podcast yet. We haven't edited anything out of it yet. Well, no, we did. We completely scrubbed a whole episode.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Bruh, that was
Number 3. But,
We got
yes,
way too
bubble,
toasty,
man.
way too quick. It was amazing.
Nah, man. But I truly understand that. But okay, so here's my question, Ellis. 42 years old. You got a beautiful wife, but you guys consciously have not made the decision that you want to have children, right? Like,
Right.
not yet, at least. So my
No, we're
question
not
to
having
you
kids.
is, so y'all already confirmed y'all not doing
Nah, yeah, we ain't doing this. Nope.
it. Okay. So my question is,
Interesting. Okay.
to what led to that decision, and
Before
you
you finish
feel
that,
like-
the question, just so the viewers know, this is my first time ever talking to Ellis. I've never met him before. Keep going.
So
This is not scripted.
no,
Not at all.
So what led you guys to that decision, and do you feel like you will 10, 20 years from now, you will have any regrets making that decision?
I think about it sometimes because as a man, you want a legacy. 100%.
At the end of the day, that's all we got.
And one of my biggest fears is death. So to me, when I leave, like I want to be remembered somehow, some way. But obviously, if I don't have a child or a legacy, I won't have that. But from a selfish standpoint, we both decided no because we both love sleep. We're selfish, 100% selfish. We love to sleep. We love the fact, and every time, even when we get a little glimpse in our ear, a little twinkle in our eyes, we make sure that we take care of the nephews. And then when we're done, we're like, hell no, we're not going down this path. Because who willingly wakes up at 4:30 in the morning on a Saturday just because? No. And they're ready. They're 0 to 100, ready to go at 4:30 in the morning. And I just finished drinking with the family at 2 o'clock in the morning. No.
My only point I'm going to point out to that argument, it's completely different when it's your own kids.
Yep.
It's not even close to
all
the
the time.
same.
The
Because
one thing I'll be jealous of
Okay, go ahead.
is what I hear from a lot of my friends who have kids. They're like, oh, you say that now because you don't have a kid. But once you see, this is what I hear. This is verbatim, consistent.
Sure.
Everyone who has a kid. Once you see your child being born, it's like a light switch. The world is no longer about you. It's all about this child. And
Very
everything
true.
that I'm saying, sleep, finances, whatever, that is no longer something you think about. The
Doesn't
only
matter.
thing that is on your mind once you see that child get born, and they all say the same thing. It's a light switch to where, like, my life now is yours. I am here to protect and guide, and everything is all about you. So like now that I am jealous about, because I'll never experience that light switch feeling.
Yes.
But
yes.
from selfishness and just respect to me, is just like I don't think I'm ready because I love
You'll
my
never
sleep.
be ready. You'll never be ready.
And
No
that's
one's
another
ever
thing
ready.
I always hear.
No one's ever ready. But here's the thing that I noticed with myself, because I was very much of your same mindscape, because I didn't get married and have a kid until I was in my 30s. It was very late for me. And it's so funny. I made my mother cry because I told her I was never going to get married, never going to do any of this. I was so hateful and everything about that because she's very religious and of wanting to, spread your seed and do your
Yeah.
family, all this, that, the other.
We get it. I get it too.
Yep. And I was on board, much like yourself. I very, lack of a better term, selfish to myself because I wanted everything. I didn't want to worry about spending money on them, my time, this, that, the other. It's really only the first few years that you really have to put down a lot of time for them, per se. Once they reach a certain age, they kind of govern themselves. And then you add in your fatherly wisdom or charm here or there. It's really not as terrible as people make it out to be. But the reason I want to interject, when it comes to babies, I couldn't stand I couldn't stand babies crying. The two things that I would tell people was the two worst noises in the world. One was crying babies and dogs barking. And dude, any other kid, and it still applies to this day for me. I can't stand the sound of a crying baby unless it's mine. And then it doesn't bother me.
Laughing baby.
Laughing babies are great, but any crying baby, I will go choke a bitch. Tell that child to shut the fuck up. Dude.
Trying to watch a movie here, lady.
It's so annoying. But with my own daughter, she never cried in public. And if she did, I immediately grabbed her and comforted her. And it was over and done quick. There was no time for anybody to react to it. But even changing her diaper, the smell of her shit, dude, if I have to reach my hand into the garbage disposal to unclog it, I'll go, My own daughter's shit, no problem. I could change that diaper lickety split. It was not an issue. For some reason, because it was mine, all those selfish, immature reasons that I had thought would make me hate my own child or whatever stupid reason, they went away and made me love her even more. Once I had that connection, realization of my own psyche that this was mine and all those things were arbitrary, dude, it was the most beautiful thing ever. And if there's ever a selling point for me to give other people, that's the spiel that I give them. Don't worry about all the other stuff. Having a family is honestly the most fulfilling thing anybody can do in their life. Never mind wealth, fame, glory, all that. Look at Tim Cook. He seems like a fucking Poindexter moron for Mac. But then you look at Elon Musk, and he talks about nothing but family and how he can better the life for his family and have a big family. Musk's the man for that shit.
Yep.
You don't hear even the NVIDIA fucking lead guy, I forget his name, he doesn't talk about his fucking family. None of those guys do. But everyone's drawn to Musk because he's a family guy.
And I think that it just gives you a different perspective, man. Like, think about this, right? Like, let me just give you a different scenario here. If you work, they say you're working at a job, right? And the person that is leading you or managing you or telling you how to do your job, if they've never done your job before, right? Do you feel like I need to listen to this guy? Or this woman?
Never.
Never. Because you're like, you've never done this, and you're trying to tell me how to do something that I know how to do.
Stupid ass.
And you don't know what you're doing. But you're trying to tell me how to do it, right? So it's like when you have people like you said, Musk, right? Or I mean, hell, we can talk presidents, we can talk generals, we can talk in general across the board. Anybody who is out here talking to you about being a family man or a husband or a father, right? If you aren't any of those things, why would I listen to you? I'm not going to listen to somebody as a financial advisor if you can't manage your own money.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not going to listen to you as a CEO if you have 13 failed companies and you just can't never get it together. Like, bro, like you can
Okay,
tell me about all this.
quick aside, the people, okay, say you're an oil Arab, descendant, you have billions of dollars worldwide.
Mhm.
Who the fuck are they talking to about finances? Because I wouldn't trust anybody that doesn't have more money than me. Like,
Mm.
what? No. How am I going to trust you on finances when my account has another zero than yours?
I mean, I would assume that they are talking to people that is within their family, within their empire, because
Sure.
that's generational.
That
You know what I'm
that was
saying?
just a quick
That's
aside
old
thought.
money.
Like,
Yeah, that's super old money, right? Like
Yeah.
you're getting taught those lessons when you come out, right when you come out the womb, my dude. You know what I'm saying? Like you, that's automatic. It's like, yeah, eat your breakfast, then we're gonna go over
it's
these
all right.
numbers. But
You're
I'm
now 2.5. You can now speak full sentences. This is who you're marrying in 17 years. And then
Yeah. And this is what the bank account needs to look like. And this is
Yep.
what this is, and this is what this is. Right. But again, it's like you people, a lot of people hate Musk, but a lot of people love the guy, right? Because yeah, he's a billionaire. He's an entrepreneur. I mean, he's how many people has he employed? Right.
it's really only the incredibly far left progressives that don't like him.
Well, I'm just saying, but think about everything that he is accomplishing, right? Like he's doing things that people say that NASA should have been doing 20, 30 years ago. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
we should
saying?
have been to Mars by now.
So it's like, but
And why haven't we been back to the moon?
on top of
Sorry,
that,
go
he
ahead. Go
is
ahead.
a family
Sorry.
man. He is a husband. He is a father, right? So it's like whatever complaints and quirks people have about the guy, he's doing it across the whole board, the whole spectrum. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, and that's my thing. Like as a man in general, it's our job to lead properly. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But on top of that, we have to remember that we are setting an example
For
for everybody
generations.
for generations, right? Like you said, you want to leave a legacy. You don't want to leave a legacy of being an asshole.
Mhm.
Right? Because even though
Nah.
you might think you're not leaving a legacy, trust me, you're leaving a legacy. Even if you don't have children, everybody that you encounter and you come across, if they
Yeah.
remember you, they're gonna remember you for how the way that you treated them
Yep.
and the
I
type
got
of
some
person that you
uncles.
carried yourself to be.
I got some
I got
uncles that will be stricken out of the concrete.
That's what I hold on to, being the uncle. Like I'm responsible for these kids, and I remember my uncle who put me straight, and I'm like, if he helped me, I know I can help, and I've done it. I've used my uncle status to help other kids, and I've learned that what is it? Mom and dad can say the sky is blue, but if Theo says the sky is blue, it's like God just told them something,
Yeah.
and they listen to the uncle, and the
Yeah.
parents look at me like, I've been saying the sky is blue all his life, but you say it one time, it's like God came down and spoke to him and gave the dude the Ten Commandments.
Dude, the amazing authority that fathers have over their kids, even though mom said it for 2 weeks, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And then the amount of power the uncles have,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
learning that very well. So that to
Oh,
me,
yeah.
that is what I'm using as my legacy to be like, all right, you're not
Ooh.
directly mine, but you're still blood. So I'm gonna guide you in the right direction
Yep.
and help.
Quick fun aside. Other than Uncle Fester, name a more popular uncle in history, whether it be television, film,
Uncle
fact,
Phil.
whatever. Uncle Phil. Okay. Uncle Phil is probably more popular than Uncle Fester. Okay.
Definitely. Definitely Uncle Phil. Right.
Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Fresh Prince. Is there anybody else that comes to mind when it comes to
Uh,
uncles that are popular in media or media culture, pop culture,
Uncle
whatever it is?
Luke.
Uncle
oh
Luke.
my
Are you talking fucking Star Wars?
No, bro. He's talking
No.
about Uncle Luke in the music industry.
I
Oh,
okay,
Two
you
Live
done
Crew,
put
Uncle Luke, bro.
you done passed me on that one. All right.
I tell you what, you gonna Google that real quick.
You're
You'll
gonna learn
find
something
out.
real quick.
Uncle Luke, okay. Is he on any album or record that I would
Oh,
know of?
oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh yeah. Your your parents would definitely never have let you listen to any of his music.
Well, obviously.
Ever.
Obviously. MC Hammer was
Ever.
too much for them.
Yeah. Uncle Luke, you definitely you would have got kicked out of the house and condemned to
Kicked
fiery
out of the
pits.
state.
Yo,
That was too easy.
leave it to Ellis.
That was too easy though.
Oh man. When we get done recording, we're gonna pull up Uncle Luke for you.
All right.
No.
And then when we play the song, it's like, oh yeah, I remember this.
Dude, you'd
Yep.
be surprised. Unless it's been made popular over the last 10, 15 years, I have no memory of it.
It was popular.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
okay, let
even
me
think
put it this
they
way.
probably never even
I
played that in like the Utah, Arizona area.
I remember when MC Hammer made it big because I wanted the parachute pants because it was big enough in school when I was in Utah that I knew of it. But that's also when the rap scene started getting big, the true rap scene, not just fucking MC Hammer. And I had no idea who any of those motherfuckers were until at least 10 years later.
Damn.
So Uncle
You
Luke,
were on a
I have no
serious
memory
level.
of at all whatsoever. Tells you probably enough you need to know about my upbringing.
Maybe you don't know who he is now, but I think when you hear a song, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, he's
It's possible because recently, within the last 5 years, I saw Trick Daddy was on Hot Ones, right? And then I was like, wait, that dude's fucking hilarious. He's all about eating ass. And then I went back and like listened to some of the songs. I was like, oh fuck, I do know who Track Daddy is.
Dude,
Trick Daddy.
I literally remember when he dropped his first album. I was in the seventh grade when that album came out.
You're no nan.
Which
Hmm.
means I was in 6th grade and I was in Miss Richardson's class and I was the teacher's pet.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my and if I would have ever played that song, that album in my house at that time, my
Oh.
Mm,
father would
Oh.
have
mm,
killed me.
Yeah.
mm,
Nah.
Okay?
mm. That was
Killed me,
ratchet.
bro. So
But it was a good album though.
no, it was a good
Yeah.
album.
Hmm.
So
Oh
that's what
man.
I'm saying. Like it the, the upbringing, man. And again, like I want to pay respects to my pops too, man, because it's like me and my baby brother had this conversation on I think Thursday or Friday, and he just had a little girl, my niece Zion. She's adorable, and
Nice.
he was saying like, man, I really didn't understand like all of this stuff, and it just didn't make sense to me. And it's not. He's like, but now like waking up, having her, taking care of her, and just being the father to her. And it's like I understand now what dad was going through, the struggles that he had, and all this stuff. And I was like, and I was like telling him, like, bro, we can say we understand, but we still don't understand because he was raising us in a time completely different from the time that
Oh,
we're in right now,
dude.
right?
We can have
So,
empathy for that, but we can never truly understand what it was to
you
raise kids back then.
we can't, right? And I'm like,
Ugh.
because I was telling my brother, I'm like, you got to think about this. Like, our dad was 18 when I was born,
Shoot.
right? 18.
22.
That's
Okay.
crazy. It's crazy.
Okay. My mom, he literally dropped out of high school to work to provide for her and to make sure that they had what they needed before I was born. They got married literally 20 days before I was born. They got married on the 3rd of May. I was born 20 days later, right? But this is a time where like they were just starting to bus black and whites into the same schools, and people were starting to we were finally starting to like co-mingle neighborhoods and all this kind of stuff. You had all of this stuff going on, right? Like you could buy a brand new car for like 5 grand. 10 grand at the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the house that we lived in was like I think my dad paid like maybe 50, 60 something thousand for it. And he bought it from my grandfather. So I don't even know how much my grandfather bought the house for. You see what I'm saying? So like we're talking about a completely different time.
Yeah.
Okay. So like his struggles at 18, he was considered a grown man raising a son, and then a year later, a son and a daughter. Eventually they ended up having four of us, right? But it's like they were still technically kids raising kids, man. Because I look at
Oh,
my kids now. My oldest is going to be 18 in September. And there ain't no way in hell
Mm.
she could be raising a kid right now. Not what the way that she thinks in her
yeah.
mind. It's not, bro, no. Me and
Yeah.
my wife would be raising that kid.
And
You
it's
see
funny
what I'm
because
saying?
you think about that mentality and her being able to or not be able to raise a kid. How did the human race survive? How the fuck are we still
Bro,
here?
they were built different, man. They were built different. They went through harder times. They dealt with harder
Dude.
struggles. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when I look at society now, I'm like, bro, like, and
Oh,
we've got
oh,
it so easy. You know what
finish
I
that
mean?
thought real quick because Dream's here.
Where is he at?
He's in the
Pull him
general
in.
chat. All right, okay, everybody, it's gonna fuck up the video feed. We'll get it going. We'll get it fixed. Here he is. Here's Dream.
What up, brother? Are you there?
Travis.
He probably still waking up.
Why even pop in there, that motherfucker? He's, you know what? He's probably on his phone watching it downstairs because we took so long to notice he was there. And he's probably scrambling back up to his computer. All right,
Oh
now I gotta
man.
fix the video
Overlay.
image. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, man, but it's just like it was a different time, right? So it's like even though like present day raising kids, we are doing what we're doing and we have a somewhat understanding of what our parents had to go through, but it's still not the same experience. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like
Struggle is still there though.
the struggle is still there, yes, but the to say that why I completely understand what my dad went through, I can't say that.
No,
I can't.
no.
You know
My
what I
mom
mean?
had me
And
at
stuff,
22.
So
Can
it's
I tell
like,
you how much? Can I tell you how the day is going,
There
man?
he is.
did you fall back asleep?
No, bro. I'm in so much pain.
What happened?
Why are you in
I
pain?
went to go, dude, I went to go take out the damn trash after I woke up, and you know that bush right outside of my garage, Steve.
Uh-huh.
I guess there's a bird nest in it, and
Oh,
freaking bird attacked me. Like the first time it swung over me, I was like, "What the heck just happened?" And then it hit me and knocked my glasses off the second time, and then it came back three more times. I was like, what just oh my God.
so for the
So
Father's Day special, that's a father bird protecting his kids.
Oh, crap. You gonna turn your video feed on there, buddy?
He probably got peck wounds in his
uh,
face. He don't want
Yeah.
nobody to
I
see
got
it.
I got an ice pack on. The second time I went out to go take the can to the curb, bro. The
Oh, he
damn
went out a second time?
yes, bro, the bird
No.
freaking came back again. I didn't think it was gonna do it again. It did it again, and I went to swing at it and pulled the muscle on my side like my rib cage, bro. Oh
God
my God,
damn.
it hurts so bad, bro. Oh,
I hope you have a ring camera. God, I hope you have a ring.
God.
not
Bro,
right
what?
there.
Only you, bro.
Oh Jesus, this is I can't stream in this channel.
Only
Ah,
you.
Is it really giving you that? All right, hold on. I'm gonna give you permissions
We had the
too.
same issues early. This is crazy. Do you
oh
okay,
my
so
God, bro.
what do you even know what kind of bird it
Oh,
was, bro?
I
You can
don't know. It's
stream now.
gray and white.
It was white.
There's a
Gray and
fucking
white.
pigeon.
No, it's not a pigeon, bro. It's some aggressive ass motherfucker.
It's a falcon.
Bro, falcons don't make
Jesus.
nests in bushes, bro. It's gotta be like a
Bro,
sparrow
it
or
was
a
terrible,
blackbird or
bro.
something. Oh man, that sucks, bro.
Yeah.
It sucks, but
Christ.
it's funny as
Yeah,
shit.
That's funny as
fucking
shit,
bird, man.
bro. That is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Happy
god.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. This man
Happy
got a
Father's
whole
Day,
ice
buddy.
pack on, bro.
Yeah.
All right. We've been going for a minute. I gotta go relieve myself. Be
I'm
right
glad
back.
you
my
don't find me
god.
in this shit.
You gotta wear a bulletproof vest just to take the trash.
I'm still blown. He's like, it's a fucking white bird.
Yo, God.
I'm
It's
cutting
probably
the
like
Man,
a
you
fucking house
can't catch a
down, man.
break even in your house, dude.
That's probably like a
Huh?
mockingbird or something, bro. That's
Say,
crazy.
I don't know
homie,
what it is.
homie can't even catch a break at his house.
Right. Getting assaulted by fucking birds, man. Jesus. That's how I know I'm old, man. I went to swing and pull them up.
Did you square up on him, though?
Yeah, hell yeah. I was squared up on that bird, man. I actually do want to see my neighbors. My neighbor got a ring camera pointed over there. I want to see what this
Oh
fucking
my
look like.
Oh my
Ah,
god.
this hurts so much, man.
Yo, I'm crying, bro.
He's about to shoot the 5 with a
Bruh, I'm
Yo.
definitely I'm pulling the 4.5 out on the bird next time.
Why you burning bushes in the front yard? Because Jesus said burn the bush. It's different than these birds.
Oh, God. Burn you and
Bro.
your pigs up.
That's crazy.
That's too
Bro, when
funny.
that motherfucker knocked my glasses off, he knocked my glasses off the first and the second time, bro. I didn't know birds did that to people.
That's crazy. Oh, you got it. Man, that's wild, bro. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh
What
Jesus.
did I-
I'm hot. Fucking
Yeah.
hot.
That's too funny.
I appreciate it. I just
Yeah,
met
that's
you.
so
Damn,
funny.
that was good.
Oh my God. Yo, Trav, this is Ellis. Ellis Trav.
What's up,
Oh
man?
man. That's wild as hell. This man
Yeah.
said, bro, I'm in so much pain, bro.
Bro, it hurts so bad.
Oh
I'm
my
old as
God.
shit. I'm officially old, bro.
I thought you fell back asleep, man. I was over here talking shit about you too. You over here getting attacked by birds. My bad. I apologize.
God, no. You got laid out.
I ain't gonna lie, the second time I fell.
Yo.
But you went back. That's the other thing. Like, I would have been like,
I
nah, I'm
didn't
good.
think I didn't think
This shit's
you know, like,
recycling. This shit can wait.
No, it was the whole trash. I just put the dirty diapers in the trash can the first time. The second time I went to take all of the trash out and then bring the cans to the curb. And that's when this shit
Oh, boy,
happened.
got you.
Listen, this is your first war story for your daughter to hear, bro. When she old enough to
Yo.
understand. Do you know I got attacked by birds taking out your diapers when you was 1 year old?
You're taking out your shit pants, I swear to God.
Oh man.
On Father's Day.
Yo, welcome to
Oh,
fatherhood,
fucking
baby.
Father's Day, bro.
On your first
Yeah.
Father's Day, you had a freaking
That was
amazing
your first Father's
experience.
Day.
I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I can't. Hey, you know damn well if it was me, you would be dying laughing.
Oh,
The only
yeah.
reason you not laughing is because your ribs hurt, and you know it.
Man,
That's
this
the
shit
only-
hurts so bad, bro.
You gotta go. You need to go to the hospital.
I just
Yes.
took an 800 milligram ibuprofen. I'm
Okay.
gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait it out and see what happens.
That's crazy.
Please, in the next episode, post a video.
Oh, fuck, is this a video, bro? Are we?
I need to get the I
Oh,
need to get
shit.
the door cam footage from you there.
Oh
Drake.
my god. Oh my
my-
god, bruh.
No,
That's,
my neighbor. It's on my neighbor's camera.
oh my goodness.
That's
bullshit.
that'd
thank
be
you.
hilarious.
That was the hardest laugh I've had all week, bro.
Yeah,
Ah,
I second that. I'm still imagining you squaring up to a bird though. That's what's holding me to this right now.
The bird didn't give no fucks either, man. He just kept coming.
Dude, and I just finished watching the tank fight last night, so it's like I could really imagine you just like what?
I I did square up with the fucking bird. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I thought I had it. I thought I had it. He beat me in round 2.
Oh my God, bro.
Ah,
Oh,
shit.
oh man.
Oh
You did
man.
cute,
This
man.
is this is real life. You can't make this up, bro.
I really couldn't, bro. Really couldn't.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna stop laughing at you though, because I got so many birds around here, bro. I don't want no back karma.
Yeah,
He's
them
gonna
birds
he's
don't
gonna call his primo. He's gonna call his primo real quick.
Bro. And
Uh,
I got big birds too, bro. I got red-tailed hawks and big motherfuckers over here, bro. I got a barn owl out here that's loud as hell at night. I'm like, I feel like he gonna pick me up one night and take me into a tree, bro. Crazy.
Oh man. Yeah,
It's
so
crazy, man. So are all jokes aside, hold on before I say that.
you can't even get it out.
I can't get it out. Okay. We damn it, Steve.
You ain't shit, man.
So we already asked Ellis, you know what I'm saying, his opinion on it. The question was, him and his wife already decided, they made a decision that they are not going to have kids, right? And my question to him was, how did they get to that decision, and does he feel like he would regret it later in life? My question to you, being a brand new dad, right? Because you got the fresh right out the womb, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel now versus before? And if you could go back, would you still do the same thing?
Don't put your ribs into this account.
Shut up, man. I'm honestly very, very happy that it happened. Now, if you would asked me a couple of years ago, I probably would have been like, well, not a couple years ago. If you would asked me like 6 years ago, I probably would have said, "Nah, I'm good on kids." But the fact that it actually happened, yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Yeah.
it's just something about looking at her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would
Yeah,
jump.
that light switch. That
Yeah.
light switch that I
Light
keep
switch,
hearing.
bro. It's the light
What
switch,
happened?
man. No,
Oh yeah.
I'll let him explain it to you. Go ahead, Ellis.
So me straight up not or us not having want to have kids is just selfishness, straight up selfishness. Like we love sleep. We love the fact that we could just,
Yeah, you're
stay
not
in,
gonna get
sleep
that.
in and get up, go. I don't have to worry about packing 10 different bags to just go to the supermarket and all this other
And
stuff. But the one thing that I was telling them that I will be jealous of, that I will never experience, is all my friends who have kids. They always, it's verbatim. It does not miss, and it's always the same. Is once you see your child getting born, your life is like a light switch that hits you, where that all that selfishness and everything that you grew up or like you have in your head, you like it's no longer a factor. At the end of the day, right, or at that second when it's happening, the world is now about this child. Nothing else matters. You sleep, finances, whatever. Like it doesn't matter anymore. Right now, it's the child that's born. And it's like that's what I mentioned, where it's like I'm selfish now, and I just believe because I'm not ready. And then they're like, "You'll never be ready."
no, you're
That's
not.
why I don't want to have a child, because I personally don't believe I'm ready and I'm selfish. But then all my friends and everyone is like, at the end of the day, once it happens, you go into a different realm of life, or something happens to you at that moment when that child is born. It's literally a light switch to where like what you thought, what you believed, whatever, is no longer. This is your world now.
It's literally when you see that person, when you see that new being in existence, because you have that the 9-10 months of knowing that the woman is pregnant and something's
It's like,
coming.
and whatever.
Something's
But
coming.
then when it actually,
There's
when it
something
actually happens,
in
you're
that
like,
fucking
holy crap.
body. But once it actually like comes out and you get to hold it and put it in front of your eyeballs and be like, "Oh, I'm a different man. I will protect."
Listen, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It is, and I'm not trying to sit here and say you guys need to have kids because I fully respect anybody that
I am. I'm saying it. You gotta fucking have kids.
I fully respect people who say, "Hey, this is not something I want to do." You know what I mean? I fully respect that because it's very important for you to know what you don't want in life. But I will say for me, like I knew from when I was a teenager that I wanted to have a daughter, right? I always told myself I want a daughter. I only want one kid, one daughter, and I'm good, right? I ended up with two, but hey, I'm okay with that. But when she was born, right? And um at that time my wife had a C-section, and when they pulled her out and she was crying and she was doing all that stuff, and the doctor, they cut the umbilical cord and they put her in my hands, and I started talking to her, and she stopped crying and she started listening because she recognized my voice, right? Because I used to talk to her when she was in her mom's womb, and I would talk to her, I would rub the belly, and she would push her feet against the belly, and I would rub against her feet, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like
So
that.
fun.
And she recognized my voice and she smiled at me, right? And
It's so amazing when they
bro,
smile at
at
you.
that point right there, I was done. I was
Mm-hmm.
done, bro. It was over for me. And to this day, I don't care what anybody says, what anybody does. I don't care what's going on. It's all about my kids, bro. All about my kids. That's why when you see people talk about running into a burning building or car crashes and parents doing superhero type shit to save their kids, bro, that shit is real because that love that you have, your body just reacts. There is no thinking about it. It's just do. You know
But
what I
dude,
mean?
on
It's like
a
a bird for your kid.
realistic spectrum, if you want to cry at 50% more movies, have a kid.
Facts.
And you know
Facts.
what's crazy? What's crazy is before she was born, I was having a conversation with my homeboy. His son is 18 now. I'm like, damn, I waited a long time. But he was like, man, when you see her, you gonna cry. And I was like, man, I ain't gonna fucking cry. And then she came out, and I actually didn't cry. And I held her and I looked at her and held her and played with her and talked to her like Reese said he do or did. And I had to go home later to take the dogs out from the hospital. So when I got home, I pulled in the driveway or pulled in the garage and I was like, I just had a moment. I was like, holy shit, I really just did that. That really just happened. And I cried in the garage for like 20 minutes.
Congrats,
It was
dude.
just the craziest thing.
Yep.
But the touch on what he was saying, like when you rub in the belly and the baby kick you and stuff. One of the funniest things that she does now is the kicking hasn't stopped. She doesn't kick her mom. She only kicks me in my face. All of she just kicks me in my face.
Fuck you,
So we gotta
Dad.
kind of curb that one before she gets to school. That's why look, my beard is thinning out because she pull it all day. She pull on everybody's face looking for their beard. If you're a woman, a man, it don't matter if you got a beard or not. She gonna tug it out.
It's just gotta
All she
grab
does
it.
is just tug on it all day and then kick me in my face while she doing it. Kick me in my face, take my glasses off. Like I probably used to clean my glasses once every 2 days. I gotta clean my glasses every couple hours now, bro, because she just snatching them off while she kicking me in my face. But I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yep. Telling you, man, it's just a different thing. And then the other part about it is like the mothers, they get to connect with the baby because they're carrying the child. You know, they got 9 months to have that physical connection, that spiritual connection that they have with you. As the dad, right, you don't get to connect with that kid until they're physically here. You know what I mean? That's why it's like we don't connect with our kids. Majority of us
Well,
don't
okay.
connect with our kids until
To
later.
to truly specify, you don't as the man, you don't get to truly connect with the child until after they're out of the womb
Yeah,
because you're not in the womb. Yes.
yeah, that's what I'm
Steve, you
saying.
look like you about 5 months yourself.
Fuck you, you piece of shit. All right.
Hey, you
All right, for
literally said that before we started recording.
everybody on stream, he's seeing a different angle than me than what the stream is saying, okay? Because he's getting a different camera feed than what the stream itself fucking sees. So fuck you, Travis.
Oh man.
Oh, now you blaming on angles? You blaming
No.
on angles now? That's some
No,
chick
if
shit right
if you
there.
open Ellis, if you open up the actual stream of what we're doing, what you see in Discord is not what the stream is saying.
Again, bro, this is a no judge zone, bro.
Hey, dude, look, I got some dad
I'm
bod.
body
I got
shaming
dad
you, dude.
bod
I'm
go.
not body shaming you, man.
Dude.
It is what it is, man.
I got dad bod,
Embrace
but
it.
I'm going. This is off a fucking camcorder 4.3 aspect ratio that the Discord's seeing, but what the stream is seeing, that's crystal clear fucking 4K shit.
Why don't you
Yes.
show them our view?
Yes. Nah, we don't want to see your busted up ribs right now.
Yeah, take
Your
your
big
shirt
ass
off.
ice pack.
Hey,
Big ass
Travis.
ice pack.
Travis, take your shirt off.
No.
Stay a while.
He got
Nah, I'm good.
he got a sack of frozen peas on his ribs right now.
I got an actual ice pack on this thing, man.
Yeah, you gonna go to work? I'm like, what happened to you, bro? Fucking birds, man.
Nah, man, it was just one bird. I got jumped by one bird.
One fucking crow. I swear to God.
Man,
Hey, you know what?
white
If it was, yeah, he said it was a white bird. And only
The
white
white
birds
bird.
I know are doves and
Doves.
seagulls, bro. Like you shouldn't have
I
no
don't know
doves
what
or
the-
seagulls in your
I
area where
don't
you
know what
stay,
this
bro.
bird is, bro.
Nah, you shouldn't.
That's crazy.
Nah.
All right, we got
What the
any
fuck?
other points of interest we want to collaborate on or talk about before we end today's broadcast?
I'll leave it to the other two, man. I do enough talking on here.
Me too. That's why I asked.
I got nothing, bro.
All right.
After the conversation, though, definitely, you guys have me having different thoughts now. So
Okay,
really
Ellis,
for that.
I did want to say this before we ended the broadcast with you, because this is my first time meeting you and first time talking to you, and I totally respect your viewpoint because I had a very similar viewpoint when I was younger. This is kind of a promotional to have you have kids because it is the greatest thing you'll ever do. There's no sugarcoating it. There's no making it less or better than. I mean, I could go out and be the best fucking YouTube painter for cars ever fucking imagine. I could surpass Chip Foose per se. I could do all these great things with my life. It will never be better than having my daughter. It won't.
I respect
How
that.
old- how-
It'll
how-
amount
how
to
old are
shit.
you, if you don't mind me asking you.
Me, 42.
He's older than you.
Oh yeah, you're older than everybody, so shut up.
Yeah, basically. I held back as much as I could, and it's just like it's more so selfishness, and like at the end of the day, it's like don't think I don't think I'm worthy enough. Honestly.
Okay.
not true.
I hear
That's not
what
true.
you're saying there with the not thinking you're wanting to be selfish, not thinking you're worthy. I had similar aspects. I never really voiced them. Not thinking you're worthy enough of kids is a very real thing that enough men don't talk about. It's very real, not thinking you're worthy of kids. I wish that wasn't the case. Every man that has the forethought to think they're not worthy enough to have kids, guess what? You're worthy because you have that forethought. Just the fact that you took into consideration that you might not be worthy enough to have kids shows that you have more compassion and have more forethought than probably 60 to 70% of fucking parents out there, dude. That's a real fucking number.
A lot of people don't even really think about.
Nah, they're just out there to fuck.
They just do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like literally, they just oh yeah, oh I can have a kid, okay, whatever. I just want to catch this nut, and then they have a kid, and then they're shit parents, they're shit people. You know what I'm saying? Like we all of us on here are adults. We all know that there are some
Yeah.
horrible parents out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Terrible.
So
Terrible. Caitlyn Jenner, terrible parent.
Oh my god. this dude. Oh my god, bro. Really? You wait till the end of the stream to start this shit?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
No, but seriously, man, because I feel like I think that there are a lot of men who would make great parents, who would make great fathers, and they don't have kids. And then that just leaves us with a lot of the I mean, I hate just
Undesirable.
the undesirable ones that just be out here shooting the club up every time they get a chance. You know what I'm saying? So it's like somehow we got to balance this shit out, bro. You know what I mean? We got to balance it out because if we don't, we gonna end up with a lot of crap parents who produce kids and they're not parenting, right? So now you have children who are not guided, no structure, no morals, no foundation, no
Out
nothing.
there being the voice of the nation when that's not how the nation thinks at all.
You know what I mean?
That's when you have the uncle that steps in that tries to correct that.
Exactly. But
And
that,
uncles do have a voice, but it only goes so far. Dads have a lot more of an impact than a lot of people fucking think they do.
Yeah, but you have to be a present father.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You have to be present. So,
and I do congratulate you on being a present uncle. That does mean something. It does, coming from someone who has 13 fucking uncles. Okay, it does mean something. But fatherhood, it's just that step up, dude. You know, it means a lot.
Level 50.
Oh, I do
level
have
50. That's right.
Level
that's
50,
right.
Exactly. I do have a question for you, Travis, because this is what I wanted to ask you. This was actually on my mind most. Your situation growing up, right? You and I have had that conversation before,
and I've had similar conversations.
Yeah.
With him.
Do you feel like that is going to drive you harder to being the best father that you could ever be? Do you think that it has an effect on you?
So one of the reasons why I would say I waited so long is because I wanted my child to grow up in a completely different environment than me.
Yeah.
You know, good schools, not in the hood, a house, plenty more opportunities. I wanted to be a little bit more financially stable, you know, all of those things. Then, so yeah, I mean, it's definitely 1000% gonna make me be a better father than what I had.
Exactly. And I wanted to ask you that because I really feel like not this circle, but I feel like on a larger scale, people think that as men, we don't think about these things, that we just out here, we just trying to get pussy. You know what I'm saying? And we don't
none of us on this stream now are out there trying to get more pussy. We're all in committed relationships. Just like
I mean, not right now.
What I'm saying is when it comes to having kids, right? A lot of times we don't get credit. We don't get the credit for actually thinking about the plan, what we want to do, how we want to set things up, like why we wait, why we want to get that career, why we want to get the education, or we want to get the money, or we want to get that. You always get the other side of that story. You see what I'm saying? The ones that don't care about this, they just out here in the street acting like this and doing that, and then they just having babies, but they ain't doing nothing to take care of them.
Right.
When you have the other guys, right, who are purposely strategizing every step they take so that they can line themselves up to be the best version of themselves for their wife and for their kid. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's them white devils in MIT.
Or that is me. But then at the end of the day, it's like as I'm busy strategizing, building foundation, doing everything that I want to do, the advice that I'm always getting is you're never going to be ready.
No, you're never going to be ready.
So it's like
no, okay, but
like a double-edged sword. There's like you got to do shooting up the club, and I'm the one leaving the club early.
But when we say you never going to when we say you're never going to be ready, it's not that you're never going to be stable. You're never going to be financially ready. You're never mentally going to be ready for a kid, because that kid brings a completely different experience that you've never had in your entire life. You can always be financially comfortable. You can have the foundation. You can have the house, the job, the structure. You can have all of that, right? Because if you have all of that, it makes it a hell of a lot easier once the kid comes.
Dude, you could be
It's
financially
just setting
stable,
yourself
and then
up
you can
for,
have a kid and multiple kids, and then your name could be Joe Biden, and you could have a kid named Hunter Biden and be a complete piece of shit. It doesn't matter who the fuck you're from, okay? You can have pieces of shit come from you, all right? That's all I'm saying.
You see how he doing all this name dropping? You know, he was calm and collective before he went to the bathroom. Then he went to the bathroom and the liquor hit his system, and now he just out here acting a whole fool.
Acid.
You know, what?
He went from salt, pepper to acid.
Bruh.
Hey, dude, fucking call back. I love you. Dude, I love this guy. Ellis, anytime, you're welcome.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that callback was amazing.
Travis, you still holding your side, man. Do we need to call EMT or something for you, bro?
Man, this shit hurts so bad.
Nah, he's gonna get better, and then I'm gonna see if we can set up a pay-per-view event for round 3. Trying to get money out of this. Got a good stream, get homeboys cameras out there. Every angle, we could do this.
I'm gonna kill that bird, bro. I'm gonna kill that bird.
See? This ain't over. This ain't over.
You're right. It's my house.
Travis is gonna be known as Moses real soon, because there's gonna be a burning bush in his house.
Hey, you parting the Red Seas and
right.
shit. Oh, dude, I fucking love it. Let's go.
Mm.
I'm
Shit.
telling you, I'm gonna fuck that bird up, bro. As soon as I get better. I told him too, I'm gonna cut your house down. I'm cutting your house down.
Ain't gonna be no bushes at my house at all. No trees.
Damn.
No grass, no
Exactly.
nothing. Straight concrete, right?
I'm
Japanese
eggs.
rock gardens. Fuck all
Straight
that.
mulch.
Man,
All right, guys, I have to head
I
out.
can't
I
even
got dinner with
the way I want.
in-law.
All right. We have been going for over an hour 15. Everybody,
Great.
it was a great time fucking hanging out. We're going to cut the live stream here. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Don't be
Yeah, to all
afraid
you
to be
guys.
a father, to adopt to adopt into a family and be a father. Any way to be a father is a great thing. It's a great way to show compassion being a man and growing and being better. That's all I can say.
Facts.
Thanks. Salute, gentlemen. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, brother.
Happy
Talk to you
Father's
later.
Day.
My man.
Travis, thanks for joining late. Good to have you on.
Pleasure meeting you. Won't be the last.
Yeah, likewise, man.
All right.
Shut up, Reese.
Bye.
I'm glad you're getting a kick out of this, man. I'm so glad you're getting a kick out of this.
All right.